Hi everyone, you have reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me awesome. I'm here today with a quick video, and I'm late, but you know, sometimes I come late to the party, but I still join the party, okay? But I'm here today with a quick video on everything that has transpired with Wendy Williams, Kelvin Hunter, and the whole Wendy Williams situation lately. So many Wendy Williams fans, for months we have not physically with our eyes seen Wendy Williams, and we were just like, we want to see Wendy. We want to see Wendy speak for herself. Finally, on her Instagram page, Wendy Williams did a video, spoke out, and I'll get a little bit more into my feelings about how I felt when she spoke out. But she spoke out and just pretty much said she wanted Wells Fargo to release her money back to her so she can be in control of her funds. Now, outside of Wendy Williams speaking, her ex-husband, Kelvin Hunter, spoke. Of course, to me, he's always been selfish, only cared about himself. And this speech and video he did, it just solidified for me that he is a very selfish man, because that video was self-serving. He came out to speak, but I think he really spoke only to get the public to feel sympathy for him and to be on his side, for the public to understand why he had a side chick, and to justify him and the side chick and him having a baby outside of his marriage. So that's what I think his video was mainly about. And although I think in my eyes, he is still trying to go after Wendy's money and take advantage of her, I think he tried to put out this video like, he's only trying to help her and he would never, take advantage of her, although he took advantage of her their entire marriage, my opinion. So let me just, before I get into those two videos, let me say this about Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is a prime example of someone who went to college, studied a major, actually worked in that major, and worked the major very well, okay? Wendy Williams studied to be in communications, and the minute she got her degree, she came out and she worked in that field. She started out in radio, and her first job, she talked about how she was only making $3 and change an hour, but that tells you the love of the profession. She never left because of the low pay. She stayed and she worked her way up in radio to have a syndicated radio show, and then to move into TV. Not too many people do that. So she did an amazing thing with her degree, with her career, and she definitely is a rags, and I'm saying rags, but I don't mean like she was in the gutter, but you understand what I'm trying to say. She's definitely a great rags to riches story, okay, in sense of her career. So very smart, built her career up from zero all the way up to the pinnacle, the very top, to have a talk show on a major network. And I want to say the talk show was syndicated also. So then we move on to Wendy Williams, the wife. And I think, unfortunately, Wendy Williams, the wife, was separate than Wendy Williams, the talk show host. Wendy Williams, the wife, is a classic prime example of a woman who suffered abuse. And when I say abuse, I don't necessarily mean physical abuse, okay? I wasn't privy to be firsthand in Wendy and Kelvin's relationship, but the signs that I see is a woman that at the very least was mentally abused. And so when two people get married and they come together, the husband is supposed to protect and serve the wife, and the wife is supposed to protect and serve her husband. And I think at the very least, Kelvin Hunter gets an F in the protect and serve piece when he was a husband to Wendy Williams. And when I say protect and serve, I mean mentally, I mean physically, I mean emotionally. You're supposed to be, as a wife, there for your husband, and your husband is supposed to be there for you. Y'all are supposed to be each other safe place, okay? So if you go to work and you have a bad day, you come home and the first thing you want to do is talk to your husband about your bad day, or the husband talk to the wife, and y'all comfort each other. You make each other feel better. You fill each other up. You don't deplete each other and just take, and never fill back up. So I think Kelvin Hunter, from the moment he met Wendy Williams, unfortunately, Wendy Williams was his cash cow. Now, I don't want to just take away from the fact of, I do believe, now although I don't feel like Kelvin Hunter is a good man or was a good man to Wendy Williams, I do believe that pieces of her career, I'm not going to take this away from him, he was there, he was the negotiator for Wendy Williams. Now, did many people in the industry like the way that Kelvin Hunter negotiated? Not at all. If you speak to anybody back from her radio days all the way up to her talk show days, a lot of people, they keep it under wraps. It's almost like they're scared to say anything, but they pretty much said that Kelvin Hunter was a tyrant, okay? But Kelvin Hunter, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, got Wendy Williams into certain doors and helped her get certain things. Now, will we ever know if she would have got those same things without him? I'm going to say most likely she would have, but because they was together, he was an integral part in helping her get to certain levels and getting certain things and getting respect from certain people, even if it was bullied respect, okay? So Wendy Williams, to get back to what I'm trying to say, is a sign of a classic woman who suffered, at the very least, mental abuse. When you are in a relationship with a person, after a while, if they're constantly telling you that you're not good enough, and I'm not saying I know this for a fact, guys, but understand what I'm saying. You're not good enough. You will be nothing without them. You can't negotiate a contract or do this. I'm always protecting you. I'm the one that got you through this door. I'm the one that helped you with XYZ. And that person takes over the business side of your career. And it's an ease for you because all you have to do now is go show up. You don't really have to worry about the different contracts. You don't have to worry about the negotiation piece. You can just lean back, trust your husband, who is also your manager, to do those things. But that wouldn't be a problem. I think the problem kicked in where he would tell her, because I'm doing all this, you couldn't do this without me. You're nothing without me. And experts will tell you that it takes 30 days to form a habit, okay? So if you want to form a good habit, you want to stop drinking soda, you want to exercise every day, they tell you to do that thing 30 days in a row, and after that, it will become a habit that will be automatic to you, okay? So when you're forming habits that are good, it's conscious because you are trying to change something, so you're conscious of it. But unconsciously, we form bad habits every single day. So unconsciously, because this man told Wendy Williams over and over and over again that she was nothing, okay? And this is me, guys, saying this. This is my opinion. That she was nothing, that she couldn't do without him, and also, I'm going to say allegedly, isolated her from all of her family and friends. And that's what abusers do, right? They isolate you. So now your only friend, who then, for lack of a better word, becomes your best friend, is them. Because no one else is speaking to you. After a while, if you keep turning all your friends away, if they call you and say, hey, you want to go get coffee? And you be like, I can't. Hey, you want to go to movies? No, I can't. Hey, you want to hang out here? No, I can't. After a while, they stop calling you because nobody likes rejection. So they like, why should I call her and try to hang out with her when she's just going to tell me no anyway? So for years, her only friend was Kelvin Hunter. For years, this man, my opinion, was telling her, you nothing, you can't do this without me. You wouldn't be in that purple chair on your show if it wasn't for me. He would tell her, dust yourself off, no matter how she felt when she woke up in the morning. Dust yourself off, do that show. She also talked about on her Lifetime documentary how, even when she was on bed rest, pregnant with her firstborn and only born child, how she still had to do her radio show because she was the breadwinner. She was the money maker in that relationship. So I bring all that up to say that, unfortunately, Wendy Williams' mind was so controlled by Kelvin Hunter. She was a depleted woman who believed that she was nothing without him. So when people said, oh, she tolerated and she knew about the mistress and the side chick and she allowed it, I wholeheartedly believe, yes, she knew about her. But at that point, this woman was so broken, so hurt, and so mind controlled. She believed that the little bit he gave her, that was the best she was going to get. And so I hate to use the word tolerated, but she unfortunately accepted him and this side chick because she didn't think she was worth any more than that. And she didn't think she was anything without her husband. And she also at that point didn't have any probably family and friends that she can just go to and that would be by her side and be like, listen, chick, you can leave him. You're Wendy Williams. You don't have to deal with this. She was so depleted. And then when you become depleted like that, then you begin to be a little bit embarrassed. Okay, so even when you think in your head, like maybe I should tell my sister, maybe I should tell my best friend, maybe I should ask for help, you're so embarrassed and they already isolated you from everybody who loved you in the world. You really don't want to call these people up and say, look, I'm sorry, please help me. So when people want to say, oh, Wendy Williams just accepted it and tolerated it, I like to just put out there a different thought process for everybody to kind of think about. Think about how mentally abused Wendy Williams was and how she felt like there was no way out and that all she can get and all that she was worthy of was this piece of man, Kelvin Hunter. So I'll move on and talk a little bit about this video he did, which was sickening to me and deplorable. He talked a little bit about a crisis that Wendy Williams possibly could have had and that possibly that crisis could have cost her for not being here, cost her life. Even though, you want to hear things, I don't think it was necessary for him to tell that piece of her business, but we're talking about Kelvin Hunter, right? He also tried to justify him having a side chick and him having a baby with the side chick. And I don't care what any man on this world could ever say. If you get to the point in your marriage where you feel you need to step outside of your marriage and be with somebody else, why don't you just get a divorce? But Kelvin Hunter didn't get a divorce and he didn't leave because him and the side chick entire lifestyle was being funded with Wendy Williams money. And imagine that, people, that you're a wife, you're so depleted, you know this man has another chick, and you know that this man is using your money to fund the lifestyle of that other chick. That has got to really just mess with your mind on a whole nother level. And that's why I'm telling you that Wendy Williams was so broken, so depleted. It wasn't about her just, sitting back and saying, oh, I don't care that my husband is out there with this side chick. If you ever been cheated on and you know how it breaks your heart to the core, imagine she's heartbroken, you're depressed because you have no other family and friends. He is your life and your life is out there cheating on you. It's just the biggest mess in the world. I think Kelvin Hunter, many men have cheated. Many men have had children outside of their marriage. But it's a whole nother level when you use your wife as an ATM machine and you just mess with her mind. And when you when you know someone is weak and you really take advantage of them when they're weak, you're just a special kind of different, a special kind of evil. And I lied to you not. He said he knows his karma is coming to him. Do you really, Kelvin? And I think you think your karma is the fact that you don't have complete access to the ATM anymore. Well, baby doll, that's not the end of or the beginning of your karma. Your day is coming, Kelvin Hunter. And I'll address this really quickly too. I had a conversation the other day. I go a lot and talk on Sherelle's World. I love Sherelle and Perry. And the whole conversation came up like, why y'all mad at the side chick? A side chick is going to do what a side chick does. And that's a whole nother conversation and level for me, because I just think differently, but I always thought this way. I'm not remotely, knowingly going to talk to somebody else's man. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if it's the man you're living with. I don't care if you're calling him your boyfriend at the moment. I do not want a man that is going to cheat on his current partner to be with me, because my thought process is, if you can cheat on her, what makes me any different? Like, you wouldn't do that to me. To me, if you got integrity or you don't. And I am my sister's keeper. So if your man tried to come to me and talk to me, I'm sending your man back to you, okay? If your man want to try to come to me and say, oh, let's be friends, no, let me meet your wife and I'll be friends with your wife, or I'll be friends with y'all together, but there's no need for me to be friends with just you, okay? And even if I have a male friend and then they get a girlfriend, okay, I'll chill with my male friend while he's single. But the minute you get a girlfriend, let me meet your boo, and I'm going to become closer to your boo than I am to you in some way, shape, or form, because I'm never going to disrespect your relationship. So Kelvin Hunter and Serena, special kind of different. Their day is coming. And this is what I have to say in terms of side chick being a side chick. In my opinion, the self-esteem for the side chick is very low too. When you want to operate in the world and really think that you're not good enough to just be with somebody who just wants to be with you, you got to look within yourself and think about yourself, like, what makes you think or want to accept someone being with you and someone else? Do you think that's all that you can get? Do you think that's all you're worthy of? And you really want to deal with a man that can marry a person and treat that person like trash and then expect them to treat you so well? You want to be with a man that takes money from his woman and his son, his firstborn, and gives it to you? I don't know, guys. But listen, that's all I have to say on the topic. My heart breaks for Wendy Williams. Oh, and the video that Wendy Williams did, let me say this. I appreciated seeing her, because I thought they wasn't like she wasn't showing her face, or she wasn't being seen, because it was like that bad. Seeing her, do I think it was any better? No, I think there is something wrong. And initially I was giving Wells Fargo the side eye, but now I definitely know that Wells Fargo froze that money for a reason. There are vultures out there trying to take Wendy Williams' fortune. It's sad to watch and to see, and I wish that she had a family member that would step up and actually care about her and not what they can get from her. I do think that currently everyone in her life is trying to get at her funds and not help her. So my prayer for Wendy Williams, from my mouth to God's ears, I hope he sends someone that really cares and that will really look after her and her money and not steal from her. So guys, thanks for watching. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video. And if you want to watch, I had a good time last night. We went on Canelio's channel. It was myself, it was Sherelle, it was Perry, and it was V. We had a little party with him. We had fun. So check it out if you get an opportunity, and subscribe to his channel. He's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I'll chat with you soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.